folks, so let us get on going here. So, oh, hello, Thor. Hello to you too. But at any rate, hello, friends, and welcome to tonight's stream of Hearts Fire and Force Old World Blues mod. I'm your host, as always, TheBlueBadger, here on TheBlueBadger 42. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. And today we are going to be picking up where we left off during my subathon a few weeks ago, actually. But to those of you who may not have tuned into the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, we, as the remnants of the Enclave on the West Coast, managed to reestablish ourselves in Nevada, just outside of New Reno. We slowly were able to expand a little further into Nevada before ultimately turning our attention to the NCR. We then proceeded to get the NCR divulged into a three-way war against the Shi, based in San Francisco, the Brotherhood of Steel, and themselves, as we were able to start a general uprising in the southern portion of the NCR in Baja and the area around the Boneyard, and we were successfully able to take over the NCR, and through a bunch of reforms, we have been able to reestablish the United States of America. And at the moment, we are now just building up for our next offensive, which will be against Caesar's Legion here. Fortunately, at the moment, we do still have a truce going, which should be lasting for, I want to say, like 4 more months or so in-game here. Said it expires in December of 2281, and it is August of 2281. So we have to wait a little bit, which is perfectly fine because we do have enough armies stationed on the border for us to attack should we want to do that. And at the same time, we are still recruiting more armies, of course, at the moment. Just want to make sure that that advantage stays the same, and at the same time, we are still working on other things as well. So without further ado, I think we are going to proceed with that here. But I do need to figure out what to do. Oh yeah, I remembered. We will continue focusing on the MacArthur Doctrine. Attack, attack, attack. Every moment we wait is a moment for the enemy to prepare. Every strategic pause is a chance for the enemy to regroup. Every hour wasted is a chance for the enemy to retreat. We cannot ever let that happen. So we shall continue with that, and at the same time, let us get a little more research done here. Let's see. Nope, not that. I do want to see, though, there's... Yeah, it looks like we don't have the tech needed for cybernetics yet. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait a little more before we can start doing that. Okay. And let's see what our air power looks like. Some combat blimps. It's not the worst idea. Oh. Actually, yeah, I think I am gonna... Actually, no. Universal tank. So we do have the first few rounds of tanks, actually, but we will be sure to proceed with that stuff then, too. And we do have ads that will be starting in about a minute here, folks, so just a heads up about that. This air support frame. Okay, is that the... Okay, it is. We shall revamp that. Put it down there at the moment. So. And good news is that since we've also managed to reintroduce our industries as well, various corporations, we do have jet fighters at the moment, which is good for us. Okay, let's get a little bit of investments going here. And Yeah, essentially, I just kind of want to wrap this up because I thought of just keeping this for the subathon that I did before, but I've been itching to get back to it because honestly, I was having fun when I was doing this before. It'll be interesting too to see if the hangdogs are able to survive because they were able to defeat Lenny's legion. Actually, got all the way back and were able to annex them. Although against the Legion itself, it will remain to be seen how things go for them from here. Okay. And then once that's done, we shall move on to steel caravans here. And this will be good too once we actually get to the war itself against the Legion. Okay, and that is done. And we do have ads coming in here, folks, so that should be done in about 90 seconds. But steel caravans, massive metal behemoths designed to get our equipment to the front line as fast and efficient as possible. A single one of our trains can carry enough equipment that the Crimson Caravan could carry in a month. So essentially, we're gonna restart the trains. And okay. Oh yeah, I forget, we do have a few of our Geks here, so let's find a location. And we can get one going here. We'll do Palm Springs. So that'll be good. Okay. And a new old enemy. Shocking news, the pamphlet has been circulating around for the past few weeks detailing the Mariposa FEB experiments, the same ones that caused the Roger Maxon to defect. When law enforcement confiscated as many pamphlets as they could, they noticed something strange about these pamphlets. While initially dismissed as Brotherhood propaganda, on closer examination, these pamphlets lack the distinctive features of the Brotherhood, such as the sword and gears and text praising Roger Maxon as if he were some kind of god. Said there's a symbol we have not seen before, and the initials QV. President Granite was most concerned about this development and asked Colonel Callahan to investigate who or what exactly this mysterious QV is. Today, Colonel Callahan entered the president's office with a grim look on his face, and with a folder in hand. On the cover of the folder were, in capital letters and bright red ink, the words Quaeri Verum. Or Quaeri Verum. I have no idea what the hell that is. And I need to change this song. War. Okay, there we go. Much better. Because we are not in combat right now, so no need to have combat music going. Let's... Okay. Okay, here we are. Intelligence report. The QV. The historical QV was a pre-war group of conspiracy theorists, anarchists, and various dissidents. They were responsible for the theft of a prototype plasma pistol and were dangerously close to uncovering the existence of the pre-Great War Enclave. It was not known if the current QV has any connection to the historical one. The structure. There's no clear leader. The organization consists of an unknown number of decentralized independent cells. Membership within cells range from 1 to 30 individuals. Recruitment of new members is conducted by word of mouth. The only thing holding the organization together is the ideology that the Enclave, and by extension the United States, must be abolished by force. Threat. The ability of QV to conduct complex multicellular operations are hampered by lack of clear leadership and intercell coordination. Hence, the threat of them overthrowing the government is negligible. However, single-cell operations are highly likely. Their operations focus on attempts to uncover past Enclave activities, counter Enclave propaganda, and investigate alien presence. Outlook. QV's decentralized, independent cell structure makes them very resilient, even if it hampers their offensive potential. Hence, operations against a single cell are unlikely to lead to other cells being discovered. And we estimate that it will take us 50 years to root out QV under ideal conditions. Jeez Louise. Thank you, Mr. Callahan. Okay. meantime... Ah, good. We do have our first few units here. And we'll get some more power armor units here ready to go. And there was 27 auxiliaries, so let us get 13 more just to round out that number. Alright. Them there. It's that one concern that I do have at the moment is that the Troll Warrens or the Washington Brotherhood might try to come down and attack us. And us Radioactive, hello to you as well. So, hope your day is going well. Okay, so yeah, we'll stick them in the Boneyard. Actually, let's put them in Shady Sands. They can go there for the time being. And it looks like we are going to have a few areas that are going to be cored here then, so that'll be good news for us. Less manpower and equipment that we'll have to send out elsewhere. And it'll probably help if I actually unpause it first. So. And the Tar Walkers declared war on the Sorrows. Crazy. Orange declared war on New Canaan. Everybody's going to war there, it seems. But yeah, it's this war here that I'm kind of curious about. The Legion versus the Hang Dogs of Dog City. Or Denver, as it is known in our timeline. So. Yeah. It certainly looks like they are going to lose to the Legion, which is unfortunate, but hey, it happens. Okay. And it looks like, there we go, Steel Caravan's done. And last but certainly not least, the MacArthur Doctrine. From the Pacific to Korea and even parts of Vietnam, MacArthur laid the groundwork of the American doctrine through the 20th century and was the basis for our actions in China. We honor the American war hero by bringing his tactics into the 23rd and soon the 24th century. And once that's done, I'm probably going to focus more into either our Navy or the Air Force, one of the two. It's that, each time I have seen people play this, or have played it myself, I know the Legion has always had a shit ton of blimps. So, the Air Force is definitely something to look into. I actually think I might do that first. Try and get enough resources so that we can actually get some nuclear aircraft. Then once that's done, I'll go down the naval tree so that we can take care of whatever the Washington Brotherhood and others throw at us. Yeah. And the Hang Dogs are absolutely going to be taken out here in a moment, I feel. There. Oh, I am curious, actually. Can I get some stuff put in here? Yes, I can. Let's just get a spy network going. Phoenix, and where do I want to put this one? Yeah, I'll put them here. Just kind of get everything going here, just so we can get a little more intel on what's going on here. Right. So, apparently they have 175. Oh, we actually do have more military factories than they do right now. That's good.
This is Enclave main comm.
Alright. Or... Here, you. Yeah. Okay.
Enclave here.
Let me see.
Enclave here.
let's get you
This is Enclave main
and
comm.
you. Just so that all of our units are in groups right away. Let's don't worry about once war breaks out. Which I feel is going to come sooner rather than later. Although once the hangdogs are done, I don't know exactly what the Legion will do next. So that's possible. They may turn on the Navajo. I know they have in the past, so be interesting. Okay, traders from Hawaii have come. Okay. And yeah, we'll do this one just to get our war support up a bit. Plus, I've read that already too. It's the exact same thing pretty much every time. Okay. And now we'll start improving our Air Force. Fuel efficiency. It is proving surprisingly difficult to maintain a massive Air Force in the blighted wastes. Perhaps we can adopt some of Tlaco's innovations to our Air Force and power armor. And that'll be very beneficial for us too. That way we can conserve some of the I'm just sorry, it's kind of a slow evening here, so and back to here. And it looks like we got some more coming in. Although, how many of these do I fear? Yeah, let's start tugboat production. Yeah, we'll get some Mr. Gutsies. And again with the combat music. Okay. Get rid of that. Although it is good to know that we do have a larger industrial base than the Legion. That'll be helpful for us, although I am a little more curious about their military. Yeah, we need more intel yet. Okay. And our scavengers return triumphant. Perfect. Let's just send out manual prospectors for the time being. It looks like they are focusing more on this little enclave of the hangdogs here. And they are making good progress too there, actually. And our fuel efficiency is done. That is good. Okay. Now, do we need to get down here? So yeah, we'll go all the way down. Reclaim the skies. Vertibirds once flew unchallenged across the skies, but times have changed since 2241. The gift of flight has blessed the wasteland, and the Air Force will have to work to retain our mastery over the heavens. And what else can I... Here... We'll refine our tools here a bit. And... do I not have the, Does not look like it, actually. Okay... Oh yeah, that's right, that's because I actually have those corporations, so they automatically, will core these provinces for me once these power grids are done. That's good. Speaking of which, let's actually make sure that every province we have does have something. There's TV Town. Okay, yeah, that is it. But, yeah, another reason too why I wanted to take care of this now is that I actually found out that the next update to this mod is going to be happening in sometime next month. So I just wanted to get as far into it as I could here. And technically, I could end it as well once I'm done with the Legion, because it will give me the option to do the sort of outro that this mod has. But we'll see how far we can get. It does look like the hangdogs are on their last legs here. Enclave Advanced Special Forces GI. And historic firearms. That going help our army quite a bit if we do that. See if there's anything else. Up. Nope. Okay. At any moment, the Legion should march into Dog City and take it. Reclaim the skies. We own the sky. During the Great War, the U.S. Air Force was left unchallenged and the master of the air, shooting down dozens of Chinese bombers as they tried to attack the mainland from bases in Alaska, as well as dominating the skies over China. It was only when Chinese stealth technology was placed aboard their planes was the Air Force left scrambling for an answer. Today, however, there are no Chinese stealth fighters, just a series of powered gliders and an occasional prop monoplane. Even the developments in the Legion and Seattle don't frighten the pilots of the Air Force, as they take to the skies once more, ready to defend liberty on the wings of freedom. Perfect. And now, we'll do Danger Close. A common trick used by many Wastelander is to get up close with our forces to avoid devastating airstrikes. What they don't realize is that we'll drop ordnance right on top of us. And this will add Danger Close, which essentially gives us air support efficiency bonus, which is great. And then once that's done, I should be able to do the Air Force tomorrow to get the nuclear bombers, which will give us a massive edge in air support. I need to decide where to go from here. Let me just see what else we have available. How far into this if we go? Too far. We do have the vaccinations done. That's good. Oh. And it looks like the hangdogs. All of the hangdogs. Carriers and refugees from Colorado confirmed that Kaiser's Legion's forces have overwhelmed the defenders of Dog City and taken the hangdog capital. Though the sounds of battle rage on in the ruins of the city, with bodies and bullets falling from the towering buildings, fighting has largely ceased. Titular dogs of the city work both for and against the defenders, striking the forces of Kaiser's Legion from drainage pipes and other small places they can hide. Meanwhile, Caesar's Legion and their armies continue their advance outside the city, heading towards the remaining strongholds in hangdog control. Can the dogs of war hold out, or make a comeback, or will they be snuffed out like many under Caesar's boot? And unfortunately, the latter, as they have been taken over. Now I'm interested to see how the relationship with the Navajo goes, because we go a few ways. I know in other playthroughs, the Navajo essentially evacuate themselves into our territory, but we just have to see if it remains. Forgot that they did this. For some reason, the Legion is just, for some reason, one way or another, they are incapable of getting across the Colorado to actually take out that area. Although, it does look like they might be trying here, so maybe that's about to change. Who knows? Danger Close. And then Air Force of tomorrow. No longer just an assortment of vertebrates and small support crews, the Air Force is thousands of pilots, air crew, mechanics, and support staff that will defend America's skies today, tomorrow, and beyond. And that'll be good. And we now have Mr. Gutsies. Yeah, we'll continue building up our robotics industry, I suppose. For the time being. Eventually we'll have to talk about taking New Vegas then too, because both the trade node that's there as well as just all the different goodies, of course, that we can get our hands on there would be a great benefit to us. Okay. Vault 37 has annexed some sort of territory over here. I'm not entirely sure which one. Right. And yeah, I forget that they're essentially at war with Cascadia here. Be interesting if New Victoria is able to hold out or not. Personally, I kind of hope that they don't, because that'll make my campaign a little more interesting, because I know I do have the opportunity later on, if they survive, to ally with them and help them retake Canada. But I'm not so sure if I want to do that yet. Okay. Ah, good. We do everything good here. How long have they been at war with each other anyways? Cascade New Victorian War. It doesn't really say. Although it doesn't really seem they've been fighting too long. And our Air Force of tomorrow is almost done here. Alright, Air Force today, tomorrow, and forever. When the Enclave was returned to the shores of America, they had only vertebrates as their workhorse. When the Sierra Enclave toppled the NCR, we had prop planes ready to bring the fight to the bear from above. Now we are preparing to have fighter jets scramble into the air as we begin our march east. Who knows what tech we will have tomorrow? As the president prepared to give a ceremonial pitch at a baseball game, a flight of Air Force's most advanced aircraft flew overhead, trailing red, white, and blue smoke to the cheers of everyone at the game. The band even struck up the national anthem for a second time as the president smiled and looked up. And finally, the flyovers are back. Okay. Did it, let's give me... Yeah, it might have been something else. Let's do flight school, though. One more round of this one, then we'll move on. Opening the doors to America's newest flight school will drive recruitment. Who doesn't want to fly? Honestly, I would love to be able to fly an aircraft someday. So, who knows? Although, speaking of flying aircrafts, I actually was actually able to bring my drone out for a little bit of a test flight there before. It was so much fun being able to actually use it. But King of Swing at the Tops. The Tops Casino is advertising proudly that pre-war singer Dean Domino has made a return to New Vegas for the first time in over 200 years. The famous pre-war lounge singer was previously rescued during the government-sponsored clearing operation of the mythical Sierra Madre. After recovering in a hospital near the resort, Dean has returned to New Vegas and is ready to make a comeback to stardom once again. However, he is providing a select few performances of new songs and recordings he developed while sitting in the Sierra Madre. Oh, neat. I forgot about that little piece there. It appears that most of the... It's starting to get cored now at this point. Appears to be pretty much in the south here. At least one. Alright, the defenses are online. Our first sweep to the activated base's defenses, but thanks to the knowledge of pre-war military installations and very stressful officer, having blah 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 blah. Okay. The way defenses are back online. Actually, yeah, let's start restoring some of these bases here. We are at it. And for the restored station. Okay, oh, and we do have another Gek ready to go here. We'll do the Channel Islands here. The Enclave has always mastered the sky from our very return to the shores of America, and it's pretty much the same damn thing. Okay. And let's see. Okay. Right. I think that's it, but let me... Hello. Oh, wait, I think it's... Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to go down the Arsenal and Democracy path for that one. So, it'll be a little while yet before we have those nuclear fighters, but even having the jet fighters is good enough. So, in that case, we'll do the white team here. Trucker-launched biplanes, rocket bombers, and the occasional monoplane make up the vast majority of post-war air forces. Targeting these laughable excuses for air power will increase our efforts, so tight grip on command of the sky. Said if we can get those special forces ready to go, that'll be a big help to us here. Well, what exactly are these guys up to here? Okay, so the Warrens are at war with the Apostles at the moment. Although they're not really moving anywhere. So. Ghouls discuss America's flaws. Turns out some ghouls remember the martial law, rationing, and general societal collapse that preceded the Great War. As such, they are rather critical of our attempts to paint America as a city on the hill. Once published a book entitled Lies Your Teachers Told You. That's fortunate. Fortunately, it didn't really impact our stability, but our war support did take a hit. Oh well. We'll just have to take care of that at a later time, I suppose. Okay. And from here... Yeah. Alright. Where are you? Here we are, Wasteland Tank. Salt tank? Kind of curious to know what the difference is between that and a regular one. And once we... Oh, jeez, please. It is eating up a lot of our composite materials here. Can we? Oh, we can. Perfect. That is good to know. Yeah, just having all of that would be great. And when exactly does our truce end? Because I know it on the 15th of December. Okay, so in about 10 days in game. Titanomachy is what they're looking at. Combat blimp. And we'll continue on the assault blimp. Or assault airship, whatever you want to call it. Okay. And how are our units doing here? Not until January will they be ready. Okay, so both of them will be done in January. Okay, so maybe we might hold off the attack a little bit yet. Yeah, I'm gonna designate the attack, let's say April of 2282. Or the Legion is just going to declare war on me as soon as it expires. Okay. I guess we're doing this now. Alright. In that case, let us move into the arsenal of democracy. Pre-war America was a military-industrial powerhouse, so powerful, in fact, it ended the world. We could reignite the fires of liberty's industry and bring the light of the old world to the wasteland, or restrain it to prevent another apocalypse. Alright.
Enclave here.
Where's our Air Force? I'm gonna have to relocate all of our fighters here. Yeah, I'm gonna take these. And, here's our largest airfield over here. Well, probably gonna be Area 51, actually. Alright. And we'll have them guard the Mojave here. And what else have we got? Yeah. Put them here. Still gonna keep some of these back here just to help maintain your superiority.
Enclave here.
Okay. And the Navajo have joined the Legion. Probably gonna focus on the 8s first, I think. What the? Ah, shit. I forgot I have the Navy there, too. Alright. Let us bring all of these fleets here. And there. And the FEV fizzles. Dr. Gannon's urging, the reunited states pursued a costly vaccination program. This paid off when the Legion tried to use FEV against us, promising to bring the ghosts of the past to their knees, with no effect. But it's good to know that we can add attempted genocide to the charges against Kaiser at the War Crimes Tribunal. And the Lonesome Road. Legion poured west into the reunited states, backed by the Brotherhood diehards, Enclave defectors, and raiders, all who stand against the American dream. Granite could deploy nuclear weapons, but there are those in his cabinet and Congress are mindful of the thousands of American citizens' lives in the lands of the Legion, slaves who pray for better days and have no say in this war. They will perish in nuclear fire along with the soldiers of Kaiser. Congress will not yet let the president strike unless things get worse. Alright. Well, currently arm it for now. Congress vetoes use of nukes. It appears that we were unsuccessful in our attempts to sneak the arming and use of nuclear missiles past the legislative powers in our government. Congress has unanimously voted our decision to use nuclear weapons on American soil. They claim the Legion can't be brought down by conventional arms alone, and that Flagstaff is just another city occupied by a standing army. That is Kaiser's Legion rather than an enemy capital city. It is possible they might change their minds should Kaiser prove more of a threat than they imagined. Hope you're right. And Kaiser's... Jesus, how many of these? Okay. Kaiser's atrocities. Kaiser's a nasty son of a bitch, and we push east. His men have responded by increasing guerrilla attacks on our supply lines and atrocities to demoralize our men. Recently, they somehow crucified 13 men on Hoover Dam, declaring that they left their bodies facing west to watch our world die. Jesus. Okay. That one. And AFN News. End of the Legion classes. The once vaunted Legion classes has been all but sunk and destroyed by the United States Navy, with the bulk of its ships sinking to the bottom of the Colorado and Baja of California. The once mighty fleets of the Legion are now but shadows of their former selves. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised. I was unsure if we had even engaged them yet. But I digress. For themselves, with many of Kaiser's Legion top admirals and navy officers being executed for their failings, often being fed to glowing sharks or other monsters of the deep. While challenges still come from the Legion's allies, the United States Navy remains the undisputed champion of the waves, defending its legacy as the most powerful nation that sails its waves. Alright. At least this way we won't have to worry about anymore, and... yeah, we'll bring in this army here. Where are they? Over here. Alright, and... I do not have any more commanders. Okay. In that case... Congratulations, soldier. You are being promoted.
This is Enclave main com.
Yep. Main com indeed. And of course you're one of those ones.
Enclave here.
You know what? I think I'd rather take an unassigned one for now. Okay. There's that. Where are other... Yeah, we're gonna have a lot to deal with here. Is that they have a shit ton of blimps. And you know what? I'm actually gonna deploy as many of our... not CAS. I do not have any. Okay, I guess I'm just stuck with prop planes then for now. At least until we actually get a couple other ones thrown in here. Yeah, just have to maintain air superiority. So fortunately, I think these, yeah, our average air defense is lower, but their agility and speed is much better. And we'll put a few more here. Alright. 5, 6. There, and 6 more here. And just this way we can start taking out some of these frickin'. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a slaughterfest, but at least this way we can help minimize that jazz. We're gonna need a shit ton more. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much all we're gonna be able to do. Where's the... Third? It might be at the very top, actually. Then I have to go back. Yep, right here. Okay. And we're gonna need everything you can get. I'm thinking I'm gonna redeploy these guys over to Southern California. Put them here. Yeah, have them up out there. Yeah, I was not expecting the Legion to just declare war on us like that. Okay, good. And our extra units are pushing in here. Good news is that we at least have more armor units here. Oh yeah, major naval engagement going on the Colorado here.
Enclave here.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good victory there. And we still have more coming through here. Yeah. So if we can gain control of the Colorado River, be tip-top shape. Unfortunately, I cannot move these other armies because I feel the moment I do, the 8s, which are allied to the Legion, are going to join in on everyone else's side. Alright. Let us push the Legion back into the Colorado here. Just have them hold the line here for the moment. Long-range optics. I'm actually going to hold off on that. Because for now, I need other things here. Reinforced plating.
This is Enclave main comm.
Okay. How many units did they bring over? You know what? Screw it. They are making an attack. I'm going to make an attack here too. Although I'm gonna have them hold their ground there for the time being. But at least up here, I'm gonna start making some sort of push. Let's at least capture this area here. Or at least try and push for that. Ulysses join in.
Enclave main comm.
Have them hold their line, and them as well.
Enclave here.
But at least this way. Oh, wait, I forgot I have my teams I can deploy. I can deploy the red team. It should take care of their organization, deploy behind enemy lines, targeting enemy command, and structural centers, creating a loss of military organization and cohesion. This way we can disrupt their pilots, and this way we can actually disrupt their intel. So that should help us.
Main comm. Enclave here.
Alright.
Enclave here.
Us. See what we can do. This part.
Enclave here. Enclave here.
Oh, I forgot you. Yeah, you can hit that way as well.
Excellent.
Okay.
Just dispatched a birdie assault to your location. Outstanding. Enclave here.
Lovely. So we got. Okay. I'm gonna redeploy our power armor units from Shady Sands down here. I'm gonna need them.
Enclave here.
At least we managed to surround a good chunk of their army here.
This is Enclave main comm. This is Enclave main comm.
For crying out loud.
Enclave here. Enclave here.
Alright. Bring you down. at least get some bodies down. The Forge of Freedom. Pre-war America is known as the arsenal of democracy, and its industrial capacity was unrivaled. Even the Chinese communists couldn't have hoped to meet the output of the U.S. during the war, and it was only the Great War that brought the end. Even today, the surviving husks of the pre-war era are still looked to with envy in every supposed post-war industrialist. If we were to reestablish such power, the wasteland would have nothing to stand against. Oh, excuse me. Thus, as we produce weapons and armor by the thousands, the way they produce only in tens. Old world corporations like Robco, West Tech, meeting alongside new startups like the Van Graffs and Tim's Tanks. But of course, there is the fact that it was these very corporations that drove riots at home and sent the world into a death spiral alongside the communists. Long ago, the US military made everything in-house, and it can do so again. Though we would be sacrificing output when compared to what we could be doing. The debate among the military commanders has reached a fever pitch, and the president's words have more than enough sway. And we will do the first option here. Let us not light the world on fire again, and we'll do the strength of the new world. Okay. Just as important as our army, our air force must be ready, resilient, and ensure that greed won't destroy its integrities. Okay. And do Nightbot.
Enclave main com.
Okay. Payload gliders are running low. MacArthur detachment declared war. Oh, geez, the MacArthur detachment is in the Civil War. And that could be bad news for us, actually, because they are our one of our cheap suppliers of goods. So.
Enclave here. This is Enclave main com.
Where's the
Enclave here.
we need to deploy our tanks.
Enclave here.
Keep one of them here. And you as well. The other ones, on the other hand,
Enclave here.
you folks, get over here and get rid of this fucking beachhead.
Enclave here.
What are we doing here, actually? Okay, it looks like they've evacuated most of their stuff, so let us bring it here. We found something. When the Enclave first set out to reclaim America, we used the Advanced Mark I. Okay, but it looks like they found the Advanced Mark II. Neat. So we have more advanced power armor now that we can take advantage of. Very nice. Okay. Okay, we have a problem. There's way too many of them here. Let's start building up some air defenses here. Going, and I'm gonna reprioritize that. Okay, where's the... Yes, and that's what they're going after. They're going after our infrastructure. Freaking blimps, I tell ya. Okay. At least this way we can start getting some air defenses going. Alright, and for our next tools.
Dispatched a Verdi assault to your location.
Alright. Warfare Development Center. Very nice. Okay. How many units do we got here?
Enclave here.
Screw it. Okay. Change of plan. I'm gonna put you guys here. I'm moving this entire army down to the south, because there's no reason why we should be having this much difficulty. Alright. Get over here.
Dispatched a Verdi assault team to your location.
Alright. And you guys can halt your attacks. Just hold the line.
What was that?
Alright.
One moment. Enclave here. This is Enclave main com.
Alright.
What was that?
There.
This is Enclave main com.
And once we get our units in the area here. Alright, Liberty shall soar. The Air Force following the Great War took a hit harder than anyone, even the Navy and the Pacific Fleet for a time. But the Air Force lost nearly every single aircraft in its arsenal that made the mightiest Air Force in the world at the time. The main vertibird station of the rig, which became the backbone of the Air Force and the workhorse of the Enclave. Now, however, times have changed. The Air Force is ready to restore its old power and make it more than a few flights of vertibirds flying over the wasteland. While they haven't forgotten the vulnerable vertibird, their priorities have shifted somewhat. One which is the revival of Air Industrial Command, which Air Force commanders hope to catapult the Air Force ahead from simple prop monoplanes to the mighty nuclear jet fighters of the pre-war era. Likewise, the Air Force is ready to start a program to return fixed-wing aircraft to the skies. We have the resources for all three, but it's time to which one now? Okay. Let me take a look here. There's fixed wings. And return fixed wings. Alright. That. Okay. Now then. I haven't even gotten to this point here. Okay. And I need to start going here. Turn to the United States. With control of California and Nevada, we can begin the hard work of freeing the rest of our great nation and perhaps some others. Okay.
Enclave here.
And Mariah Jackson wounded. That's unfortunate. The Northern Commonwealth has been annexed. Okay. Need to push these guys back as far as we can. Looks like we do have coming in now. Okay, so that area is secure. Oh, I see. They're two different things. No. These. Yeah, they pretty much hold the skies at this point. No matter. At least this one. Now we're starting to push them back. Alright. Outrigger.
This is Enclave main com.
Okay. And just so that we have them ready should the time come, I'm going to keep these guys over here in reserve. Minute raid against our borders by VODs. Yeah, good thing that we have our troops here. Okay. So that's... Yeah. Man. Is there any other one that... Yeah, not really. Yeah. Three-dimensional printers.
Enclave here.
Hey, we actually got a beachhead. Estados Unidos Mexicanos declared war on Tucson. Okay. Oh, that's actually good news. So now, it's going to divert Caesar's attention here. Maybe... get a non-aggression pact going here, which looks like they will accept. Alright.
Outstanding. Enclave here.
Okay.
Enclave here.
Founding the United States as America. Alright, and the Gannon Doctrine. One of the Enclave's theorists, a scholar of the outmodel pre-war governments, has suggested that the reunited States government would be best served by extending a helpful hand to settlements in the West, offering membership in the reunited States in exchange for aid and protection. It's worth a shot. Alright.
This is Enclave main com.
Looks the beach up there. Let's see if we can't. Oh, the navies are engaging here. Shit. And looks like we're actually losing that battle. Yeah, whatever.
Enclave here.
At least this way, we've actually cut off a good portion of Caesar's army here. So now we can actually here. Let's actually see how the air forces are doing. Planes listed inside here. Okay, it actually looks like they're losing more air power than we are. So.
Enclave main com.
Okay. Oh, we actually won.
Enclave here.
Let me just see who's all here.
Enclave here. Enclave here.
Better idea.
Enclave
These
here.
guys. That unit. Okay. Else.
Excellent. Enclave here. Enclave here. Enclave here. Enclave here. Enclave here.
Perfect. Okay. Now, I
Enclave
think I'm
here.
gonna try all out
Enclave
push. Let's see our field commanders here again. And just because I need to actually use these. And commander for exceptional bravery. Give them a silver supply. Okay.
Enclave here.
Now, let's see if it will actually... Good! It is.
Enclave here.
Not wasteful one.
This is Enclave main comm.
And one more. Hayden Burnside. There you
Enclave
are.
here. This is Enclave main
There.
comm.
Our armies marching across the Colorado, and then I'm thinking we'll launch a massive assault then. Try to get as far east. And raid repelled. We repelled multiple raiding parties from the 80s, likely since they wanted to slip by unnoticed between border patrols. Thankfully, our boys sure knew how to shoot. It sent them back to their pitiful land, many busted kneecaps. Alright. In that case...
Enclave here.
Yeah, I'll throw you in here. And I do have that, inspiration. Nope, not that one. There was... another... local leader. Okay. There. Now he's, large enough.
Enclave here.
But for now, we are going to push all the way to New Navajo. Back. Essentially get them all the way to the Rio Grande.
This is Enclave main comm.
Alright. And there.
This is Enclave main comm. This is Enclave main comm. Enclave here.
Alright. Let's try this again.
This is Enclave main comm. Enclave here.
And one more. And go here.
This is Enclave main comm.
Okay. And we'll just wait a few days so that we can actually get things going. Let's actually see the Legendary Sleepers War. So we've lost 1,500. They've lost 26,000. Okay. So there's that. Oh, I should probably, Here we are. There. Put that light on now that the sun's actually going down a little bit. Alright, come April, I'm gonna launch the attack. It's Legion territory here. We know the legionary activity is active in our country, sometimes it's better to leave. maybe not. What else have we got? Oh, we do have another Gek ready. I'm gonna say... I'll throw an army depot. That'll be fine. What else we got? So that's our Patreon. Nah, we need a war movie. Going. Something's okay. And 2 more days, and then we launch our attack. Perfect. Alright. And let's push.
This is Enclave main com.
Oh, forgot you. And everyone just goes full in.
Excellent! Enclave here.
Alright. So now I want to try and break in. And defeating the Axis of Evil. The Broken Coast, Washington Brotherhood, and the Legion. These 3 powers threaten to enslave the Wastes, and with the collapse of the NCR, only the Enclave are capable of protecting democracy. Time to show them that freedom is always worth fighting for. Alright.
Enclave here.
What's that? Actually, side channel attack. Get that going here. Hey, we cut off some more Legionnaires. Traders from Hawaii. Far to our west, past the hooking wrecks of oil rigs and minor military islands, lie the Isles of Hawaii. Once, according to the books we once found at least, these islands were also part of America and the home of the American Pacific Fleet. By 2077, the Pacific Fleet was a vast collection of nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, destroyers, and missile boats. Okay. Yeah, we need to boost our war support, so come tell us war stories from your homeland.
Enclave here.
Alright. And the iBot's done. And peak efficiency. Alright.
Enclave here.
Oh, I think we might be able to break Hoover Dam. Well, maybe not. At least we've established superiority here. There. Get some aircraft flying over here. But we certainly took a beating, that's for sure.
Enclave main com.
Good news is that we are at least in Legion territory.
Enclave here.
And they've broken our ciphers.
This is Enclave main com.
Actually, I should be able to do that too. Ah, it's gonna take like a freaking year. Alright.
Enclave here.
And North Phoenix is ours. So they continue to press the attack. Still trying to push their way across the Colorado and all these different areas. out of the fryer and into the frying pan. The twin-headed bear defeated, we found ourselves surrounded on all sides by hostile wasteland that does not want us. We were so focused on defeating the NCR, we didn't think about what happened next, nor did we plan it. Our army is battered, outstretched, bruised, and barely standing after taking everything the NCR could throw at us. Now they find themselves surrounded on all sides. To the north, the mutants and cannibals of Oregon. Look south, or it's an easy meal. Beyond them, the cold, dark hearts of Seattle, there sits the immortal of the Washington Brotherhood looking south. Yet to the east lay Kaiser and his legion, a fanatical army of thousands stretching from the Colorado River to Colorado itself, with the Aquilium Palatine assisting him. Our tech edge must not be enough. This isn't the first time for us. In fact, it is becoming routine. Battered, bruised, bloody, but we are still standing. And if they think that they have a right to the continent, to this nation, to take everything we have worked so hard to rebuild, well, come and take it. Ooh, and we get attack bonuses against all of them too. That's gonna be helpful. Okay. And now we can actually send expeditions onto the other areas here. Although how much... I might hold off on it for a moment, actually.
Enclave here.
Oh, almost forgot. And Operation Brutus. The Legion's ramshackled state was built over the last few decades through ruthless expansion, but Kaiser hasn't had time to give lasting government, and won't if we succeed.
Enclave here.
Okay. And complicated circuitry.
This is Enclave main com.
Alright, and that beachhead secure. So now Boone can send his forces over here. Stopping the devil. Against the odds, the U.S. forces have turned the tide against the Legion and marched to liberate the peoples held in bondage. Santa Anna is no fool, as he knows he cannot face the power of the United States of America. He is offering to support the Legion's war efforts, providing men and material to bolster the Legion's forces. Though mighty Kaiser is nothing but contempt for the robot army, Lennius's counsel that it is better to lose a neighbor robot than your own soldiers prevails. Once more, the general marches north to snuff out the cause of freedom.
Enclave here.
And now we're making our way to Elephant Hill, and should be able to help our fellow soldier here. Ooh, that was a significant battle against their fleet.
This is Enclave main com. This is Enclave main
Really
com.
holding their own here.
This is Enclave main com.
Alright, let's break their line. So they have left this area wide open. So let us head this way, and then we can actually surround and circle these units here and break them apart.
Enclave here.
Alright, and have some of our power armor units assist.
Excellent.
Or they fall back. Jack Shadow Churchill wounded.
Enclave here. Oh, lovely.
Okay. Historical focuses. Night vision devices. That'll be helpful.
Enclave here.
Hey, we've taken the dam. So it looks like Kaiser caught on to what we were doing. forces back. I do still want to try and encircle as many as we can here, though. Come on, boys. Operation Bootless. From the bottom up. The Legion's based on the backs of men and women who labor under the tyrant's slash. With some encouragement, we remind Kaiser that Americans will always fight for freedom. Now we'll try and instigate some sort of slave rebellion. Riverboat hull. That'll do. Okay. How are we doing on power? Not very good. Okay. Push these guys. Just spend these air wings here. Oh, it's Area 51. Okay. There. And merge them all together. Alright. There. That should hopefully help turn the tide a little bit. And the liberation of Hoover Dam. This is Enclave Radio, bringing you the latest news from the front. Our boys in black have driven the Legion from Hoover Dam, aided by survivors from Navarro who hid in the Mojave, and our flamers are burning Praetorians from their nests even as we speak. An American flag has been draped over the side of the dam, and soon its power will serve you, dear listeners, and a special thanks to that courier who rallied local partisans to our aid. This is not how we saw New Vegas end. No, it is not. And a Medal of Honor 200 years in the making. And in a ceremony honoring true American hero today, the President has awarded the highly prestigious Medal of Honor to one of the most courageous soldiers, Corporal Audie Dobbs, a pre-war survivor found in stasis in the Sierra Army Depot. His credit was saving the town of Golden Valley from a dastardly Legion attack, saving countless American lives. The citation reads, "Conspicuous gallantry and intrepid at the risk of his own life above and beyond the call of duty in his role as a power-armored infantryman with forward elements of the U.S. Army. While engaged in urban combat against the forces of Kaiser's Legion, Corporal Audie Dobbs demonstrated extraordinary heroism in the face of grave danger. Corporal Dobbs discovered members of Kaiser's Legion attempting to detonate dirty bomb within the parking garage, which would undoubtedly destroy the town of Golden Valley and the American forces therein. Corporal Dobbs single-handedly took on 5 Centurions, 3 Praetorian Guards, and a number of legionaries while awaiting backup, preventing destruction of the town. By his selfless courage, extraordinary devotion, and above and beyond the call of duty, Corporal Dobbs reflects great credit upon himself, the nation, and upheld highest traditions of the United States Army." Good for him. And caravan ambush. Yeah, we'll have to try. And recently had a woman here pitching a great idea. Attach small box, small rats to deliver messages around the wasteland. Yeah. Cut our losses.
Excellent!
Try and break through. It's like, come on, people. Air Force that's preventing us from really being able to just break through the line here. What the fuck? Ah, shit.
This is Enclave main comm.
Of course, they're landing a frickin' army behind us.
Enclave here.
Alright, Boone, where's your men?
What was that?
Get over here. Okay. We need to reform our line here, actually. Otherwise, we're gonna lose it. Alright, let's try this. So if we can hold this side of the Colorado.
What was that?
Good. Here. There.
Outstanding. Those paper shuffling jackasses. How the hell do they expect me to run this unit if they keep shortchanging me on supplies?
And hopefully
Enclave main comm.
they are. Good. Try and get as many of those men out of there as I can.
Enclave here.
Just not expecting them to... Shit.
What was that?
And we've lost some of them there. Oh well. Can't win them all.
This is Enclave main comm. Say that again. Enclave here.
Ah, shit. God damn it.
This is Enclave main comm.
That sucks. Oh well.
This is Enclave main comm. This is Enclave main comm.
At least it helps with our supply issues a little bit.
This is Enclave main comm. This is Enclave main comm. This is Enclave main comm. This is Enclave main comm.
Dreams of liberty. We want these troops to be self-up, then all men are created equal. At least this way we can actually get things done. Colorado line. Let us see how the Legion fares against defenses inspired by the Anchorage Reclamation. This isn't war, this is pest control. Essentially, that'll put a whole bunch of coastal defenses then aside. Crying out loud.
Here.
Those war stories. And follow Fortification Hill. Fortification Hill, one of the more recent years, the fort, was the stepping stone between Kaiser's conquest of the NCR. With far higher advanced equipment compared to Kaiser's Legion, it proved to be a tough nut to crack. That ended today when former members of the Yakuza led a literal bonsai charge up the damn hill and took it in brutal hand-to-hand fighting. quarter of its centurions and Kaiser's own Praetorian Guard. With the fall of the fort, the road lays open to Flagstaff. Okay. Okay. Through for once. Good.
Enclave here. Enclave here.
There. Now we actually surrounded some of their troops for once.
Enclave here.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Where are the damn teams? There. Let's look at the signal teams. Okay.
Enclave here.
Okay. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do this, but I don't really have much of a choice. Oof. Okay. Alright.
This is Enclave main comm.
This way. So those are basically just strategic bombers. You know what? Yeah, screw it. Have them bomb airfields here. Just push back the Legion as best they can. Alright. How many more have we got? No. That. Okay. Let's see if we can't get help with the Air Force here. And superiority. Although how their frickin' monoplanes are doing better than things, I could not tell you. I need to reform the line here. Okay.
This is Enclave main comm.
Okay. Don't need a spike up.
One moment. What was that?
Okay. Let me.
Enclave here. This is Enclave main comm. This is Enclave main comm. Enclave here.
There's the thing though, doing risk it
Enclave main
or
comm.
not. Yeah, those guys are gonna have to stay there.
Enclave here.
Okay.
This is Enclave main comm.
Yeah. Alright, screw it. I'm pulling the power armor units. We need everything we can get our hands on. And now let's just try and merge what
Just
we
dispatch
can.
the Birdie assault team to your location. Enclave here.
Alright, there's that.
Enclave here.
Merge you.
Enclave here. This is Enclave main comm. Enclave here.
Let's see.
Enclave here.
Okay.
Enclave here. This is Enclave main comm.
They can stay. Are they? What unit is this?
Enclave here.
Oh, that was that one.
Enclave here.
Yeah, you can stay.
Enclave here.
And
Enclave here.
nope, not you. Nope, actually, yeah, I'm gonna merge these.
This is Enclave main comm.
Merge you. I just need to reform as many of these as I can.
This is Enclave main comm.
3.
This is Enclave
Yeah,
main
they
comm.
really caught us with our pants down here, so I'm gonna have to essentially reform
Enclave here.
and
This is Enclave main comm. Enclave here.
yeah. Okay.
This is Enclave main comm. Enclave here.
Alright. Time for our men to deploy to the Eastern
Enclave here.
Theater here. We just need
Enclave here.
essentially everything that we can get our hands on, because we are losing ground
This is
fast,
Enclave
and
main
I
comm.
cannot have that continue
This is
here.
Enclave main comm. This is Enclave main comm. What was that? Enclave here.
Okay. You,
This is Enclave main comm. Enclave
Stevenson.
here. This is Enclave main comm.
Actually, I'm able to. Okay, so we need a little more yet.
This is Enclave main comm.
No, not you. Okay, yes, we'll go with that.
Enclave here.
All right. Okay. Let's see how we are able to do with that. Yeah, we got the Colorado line at least. Do here. unfortunately, I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place at the moment. Alright, I need to get things going. Air Industrial Command. Overseeing aircraft design, development, construction, and deployment, subject to heavy oversight to ensure that taxpayer money is spent on what is needed and not lining pockets.
Enclave here. Enclave here.
Good. And we've resecured that line.
Enclave here.
Okay. Although, how? We are losing more. There, that. Our death claw is an endangered species. With the revival of the EPA, one of the more vocal debates is whether North America's latest apex predator, the death claw, is entitled to protection. Once a terrible threat, the deployment of heavy weaponry has reduced its natural habitat, and some scientists estimate that it could one day become extinct. We could preserve this proud animal, a testament to nature's fortitude through adversity. On the other hand, farmers complain that death claws make off with Brahmin and children. And the death claw, like the bald eagles, symbolizes America. Kidding, shoot them all. And we'll do that one simply because of how it gives us more war support, which is what we need at the moment. Okay. Yeah, it's about done, so that's good. How's Mexico faring? They're not doing terrible.
Enclave main com.
Okay. At least with our new reinforcements, we've stabilized the front. I'm going to try and break through if we can here.
Enclave here.
We'll obviously wait until all of our commanders are ready, but once they are, we'll be ready. Ah, dang it. Contact loss. We're gonna have to go and rescue those people. And the next one, let's put one in the doors. Activate all the power grids. Alright. Ain't that low on... Okay. Let's get that done. Send a rescue team. And we found them. Okay. We got more soldiers going out there. Okay. Are we doing here then? They're taking many casualties. And so are we. So. Looks like their entire air force is made up of blimps. You're kidding me. Alright. We have 3 days yet before we can actually proceed. And advanced well pumps. For disarmament. Wasted AC. And one more day, and then our commanders are here, and we can proceed. Okay. Let's try this again. And I'll just be on the safe side. Drop a save here. Okay. Alright. Let's try this again.
Enclave here.
Industry, and our workforce. Backbone of our Air Force and our key to return to the mainland. However, they are expensive and somewhat unreliable, and perhaps it is time we can fix that. Alright.
Enclave here.
Perfect. And just because of our sheer numbers, finally able to break through again. And at least this time we actually have the dam under our control. There. Keep advancing, boys. Let's get a non-aggression pack going with the sleepers here.
Enclave main com.
Here. Oh, wait, I just remembered. I have that extra power armor I can research now. Gonna have to do that next time the research spot opens up. Okay. Oh, we found something. We carried out the most underground, and it seems the Brotherhood did a number on them too. Maurice emptied, workshops destroyed. All in all, aside from the power armor, seems this endeavor was only worth as much as create a massive network of tunnels under the base. That was until we broke into the last room, which is nothing more than fuel maintenance bay. Sifting through the wreck, we found a long-dead Enclave soldier locked into a supply room. In their hands was blueprints and schematics for a next generation of vertibird, its gunship variant. While we managed to keep a few, boats went east with autumn, leaving us with only a transport version that were left behind. With vertical takeoff and land-dedicated cast gunships, our frontline forces will be unstoppable. Very nice. So now we have those extra vertibirds that we can take advantage of. Okay. There's that. Fortunately, it's going to be a little more yet. Mission depots. Our pilots need bullets, bombs, and energy cells. Setting aside depots to construct these weapons of war would go a long way of keeping fighters putting warheads on our foreheads. There.
Enclave main com.
Yeah, I unfortunately do not have the numbers to actually push across the Colorado here, but at least this way we can hold things off until... Oh wait, no, not that. I want to actually get the power armor I'm looking for. Well, I guess we can hold off on that, but let's actually see if we can even research other power armor here. Yes, we can. Oh! Hello, Thor. Easy there, buddy. Alright.
Enclave here.
I'll just have our men keep on advancing here, I suppose. Slowly making our way towards Flagstaff. And our return to Northern Phoenix here. Alright. Search for them. Activate the power grids. And... yeah. There's Nuevo Aztlan. Oh, it's over here. Okay. Nah. There. And it'll take a little while, but eventually I will be able to annex those areas. The fall of Chichen Itza. After a bloody campaign, Chichen Itza has been pushed all the way to the Yucatan Peninsula by El Regional Mexicano, with its capital falling earlier today. Bodies of soldiers from both nations' armies covered the landscape around the ziggurat as Mexicano forces slowly but surely pushed the front lines deeper into Chichen Itza's territory and ultimately its capital city. Its government extensively drafted any able-bodied man and woman to fight off the invaders, hoping in vain the superior numbers would be able to turn the war in their favor. Mexicano command hopes the capture of the capital would further demoralize already flagging its Atlantic forces. Interesting. Let's actually take a look down over here. Alright. Vision goggles, and now we'll begin researching more advanced power armor. It's gonna take a little while, obviously, but hey, we can at least get it started. And now we are in Flagstaff. Volatile stock market. New profession seems to have... Recently, people who call themselves realtors keep trying to buy and sell shacks for no apparent reason. That sounds familiar. It's just some oversight. Finally, in the fall of Flagstaff. The city of Flagstaff, long the seat of the Kaiser's absolute power, fell late last night to the United States. Although Kaiser stayed to command the defense until defeat was all but certain, even his military wisdom could not save the city. Surrounded as it was by the United States' earlier pincher movements, in his infinite wisdom, Kaiser ordered a last stand, commanding his Praetorian Guard to fire on any units that attempted to desert. Ultimately, the order only served to delay the capture of the city at large by day, although even now sporadic fighting continues between the invading forces and the Praetorian Guard units holed up in buildings. Kaiser's palace also appears to still be holding out, although this might shortly change when the United States demolition teams got into position. Alright, so Flagstaff is now under our control. And we'll continue on with jury rigging. While we'll never replace a full-service technicians in combat zone, we should be rewarded for keeping planes in the air, even if it means hooking wires where they shouldn't normally be put. I should probably put that up. There we go. Okay. So now where did they drag themselves to? Oh, South Phoenix is their new capital at the moment. Okay. And hopefully we can actually just continue to break the line here. Okay. And still has a ways to actually get things done here.
Enclave main com.
finally our units are advanced enough and in great enough numbers, we're pretty much winning on every part of the front here now. Alright. And high-powered optics. This frickin' crossing was what kind of screwed me over the last time. I am not having them repeat that. Purists or reformists? These are the reformists, actually. I went down the reformist route just to make sure that everything went well, and I just wanted that challenge too. And oh boy, have I been getting it. Over on the other side. Okay. Didn't think Kaisar is going to have a good day tonight. No, I do not think so. Especially given the fact that he's the one who started this war, so now we are coming in to finish it, basically. Alright. And jury brigade. Air Production Command. While we have done all we can to keep our planes in the air, we still need to produce new ones as our Air Force expands during our push east. And that we shall. Alright, yeah, good. Complicated circuitry is done. Decimal radar.
Excellent.
Looks like we're about to finally cross. Perfect. And have them assist that push there. And Northern Command to 35 states. Okay. There's that.
Excellent.
And Flagstaff liberated. Am I paused? I am. Vertibird slept. Oh, I wasn't paused. I thought I was. Flagstaff liberated. Vertibirds sweep over the Enclave soldiers, trample the Legion's banners. The city's slaves wait to learn whether they found their freedom or a new master. But the President can be proud to know that for the first time in 200 years, the Stars and Stripes fly over Arizona. 6 Impar Tyrannus. AFN News. Legion cannot handle American freedom. Legion forces have continually attacked American fighting positions all across the front, only to find themselves climbing over a mountain of their own dead, just to face the death at the hands of American soldiers armed with laser rifles and supported by a mighty air force. Despite all the warnings given to the effectiveness of the Legion, the United States have held the line against the Red Tide of Arizona and pushed them back into their own lands. Which is perfect. Oh, good. It automatically did. And how's our Air Force? Okay, so we have regained the upper hand here. Let's actually get some these guys over here then. L for Kaiser can't even use their own slaves for war and things. No, they cannot. They are no match for the mighty army of the Enclave. Although they did kind of have me on the ropes before, actually. It's that I did push into their territory before, but they actually managed to surround a good portion of my army and destroyed it. Although I was able to stabilize the front and have now obviously made a counterattack back into Legion-held territory here. So, we'll see how things go. But so far, it's looking like they're on the end of their rope here. both figuratively and literally. Although we still have a ways yet before they actually capitulate here.
Enclave here.
Now we're actually getting into this area. I could probably send these units across. I'll wait a little while longer, but eventually I'll have them go across them too. South versus north, literally. That it is. Alright. And let's see what else we got. Ah, good. We do have the unique ones, so Vault Healthcare, we'll start with that. Alright. And let's see. Yeah, and recycling methods. That'll help us.
Enclave here.
How are we doing with the Air Force front? So we do have these. Alright. Alright, let's bring these guys in. No Arizona killers in America. In a shocking turn of events, the Western White House in New Reno was the site of a running gun battle between the Secret Service, the United States military, and several would-be assassins that have been determined to be actors of Caesar's feared fermentari. The botched event happened when a custodial staff was discovered in a closet, and security was promptly alerted to the event. In a last-ditch attempt at killing the leader of the free world, the assassins assaulted the Oval Office before being gunned down by none other than the president, sporting power armor and wielding a Gatling gun. Images depicting the president leading troops in battle once again has sent shockwaves across the nation and reinvigorated many patriots to the American cause. Oh, God, that image just... The Legion trying to assassinate the president. They get into the Oval Office just to come face to face with him, suited in power armor and with a Gatling gun. That's awesome. Ooh. Actually encircle these units here. Let's take care of that. Yeah. That works.
Excellent.
And economic resurgence in North Phoenix. And pursuit. Detachment of our militia has found the hideout where the brigands had set down to plan their next attack. They were swiftly apprehended after a small skirmish. Worth saving. Forever with Uncle Sam! Well said. AFN. Legion sent packing. Legion forces have been thrown into disarray following a series of attacks by Army forces supported by the Air Force. Typical Legion columns, normally used to marching unopposed through their lands, have been forced to move at night to avoid being bombed to bits by patrolling American aircraft. Air Force commanders are hoping new night and thermal vision placed in vertibirds and attack aircraft will further disrupt Legion movement, scattering them like roaches. Army forces, meanwhile, continue to push further east and have reported that some Legion units are starting to surrender, with more than one of their Centurions strung up from telephone poles. Analysts say this is a sign that the Legion's mythos is starting to break. Great firefight in Phoenix. Dakota Cannon reported on the streets of Phoenix. The United States troops have pushed the Legion back to the outskirts of Phoenix. Wait, we have some breaking news. Reports are coming in of a slave rebellion in Phoenix. Apparently, the Aurelius of Phoenix, feared by Legion's setback, would trigger a slave rebellion and order the city's slaves executed. Unfortunately for Aurelius, his brutality ended up triggering the rebellion itself. Talk about a self-fulfilling prophecy. U.S. Air Force is planning to drop supplies and weapons to help ex-slaves. Keep fighting the good fight, everyone. Very nice. Secret meatloaf. Recently, we've heard... Jeez, how many more of these? Okay, so this is the last one. Heard of a man who goes by a similar name of Moniker T. He claims to be from faraway land we cannot find on the old world maps. So... Alright. Yeah, take all the time you need, my friend. Scrums. Adopted a famous recipe all through the country. Recently, groups are making pilgrimages to distant lands and foreign and exotic gods just to have a taste. Okay, and now we are here. And yeah, I'm gonna start the attack here now. Have this band try and make their way across. Oh, and it looks like they actually will be able to do some good there. Elephant walk. To demonstrate the new Air Force's capability and the power behind it, we will conduct something that hasn't been seen in 200 years. An elephant walk.
Excellent!
Alright.
Just dispatched a Verdi assault team to your location.
Okay.
Enclave here.
Okay, how many? Yeah, not quite there yet.
This is Enclave main comm.
Actually, do I? Oh, the Choctaw Nation declare war on the Texan Brotherhood. Yeah, let's have them assist here, actually.
Enclave here.
Yeah.
Enclave here.
Slowly but surely making our way through.
Enclave here.
Okay, and Jackson wounded. That's unfortunate.
Enclave here.
Alright, we'll have them
Yeah.
get to White Mesa.
Enclave here.
Hey, we've actually managed to cut the Legion in half here.
This is Enclave main comm.
Alright,
This is Enclave main comm.
time to continue on the fight here. And Yuma will be ours. Perfect. The Elephant Walk. Residents near Edwards Air Force Base were treated to a rare sight that hasn't happened in 200 years, an elephant walk. While many are wondering what exactly an elephant is, many are associating it with something to do with flying, given the fact that the Air Force uses the term. This conundrum aside, the Air Force proudly displayed dozens of its newest aircraft at the base, along with a large formation of over 100 new pilots ready to serve in the restored Air Force. Pictures of the jeez, they have not using proper English there, have been circulated far and wide, and the Air Force recruiters are becoming inundated with requests to commission to fly. What does this have to do with elephants? Okay. Air features. We have again, but we had pre-war. This is not enough. The Air Force will continue to look forward and set up necessary steps to continue to lead in the world of aviation. Okay.
Enclave here. Enclave here. This is Enclave main comm.
That unit there.
Excellent!
Making good progress now. Armor reinforcements. Good.
This is Enclave main comm.
And now we're pushing into Navajo territory.
Enclave here.
Interesting.
Enclave here.
I'm thinking we should be fine.
This is Enclave main comm.
Okay. Yeah.
Outstanding.
And just the fact that the Legion's using blimps is their Air Force just... It's interesting. Alright, where... Exactly.
Enclave main comm.
Alright, it's time to
Enclave here.
finish this for
This is Enclave main com. Yeah, that's a no one.
there.
Enclave here.
Alright. And we'll just have these units go through.
Enclave here.
Because it looks like we have pretty much routed the entire Legion army at this point. And it'll be good, because then I can actually reroute these forces to go and attack the appropriate. And apparently Mexico is declaring war on the Pecos colony.
Enclave here.
Ah, shoot.
This is Enclave main com.
Oh well. Okay. There. Oh, good. It was just the one area.
Excellent!
Okay. And how are we doing here? Tucson's getting close to capitulating, it looks like. And I know it's pronounced Tucson, but honestly, I'm still gonna call it Tucson. Because that's actually what it is in
Enclave here.
real life here. Okay. And we'll deploy our teams here. Cut through the area and disrupt their supplies and whatnot more. AFN News, End of the Red Menace. The United States has all but decimated the Legion, many units fighting more from the fear of reprisals from the Legion commanders than belief in their so-called god of a leader. While many Legion commanders still hold large forces under their command, it is going to take a miracle for the Legion to recover from their losses in the army. More reports of Legion cohorts killing their own commanders and surrendering are coming from the front line, forcing the army to take several ad hoc prisoners of war camps in the desert. Despite some criticism, the followers of the apocalypse have moved in to capture the Legion areas to attend the wounded legionaries, as well as to provide basic needs like food and shelter. When asked for a comment, army commanders agreed better to let the followers do it, allowing more troops to be able to fight in the front line rather than to pull on guard duty. Like they ever stood a chance.
Enclave here.
Alright. Now we're actually...
Enclave here.
close. Come on.
Enclave here. Enclave here. This is Enclave main com.
Capture Tucson itself.
Enclave here.
Now we're also pushing into the Navajo territory. Which is kind of interesting, actually, because every other time I've played this, I have actually not had to do this, because usually the Legion goes and gobbles them up, so I guess that is not the case this time.
This is Enclave main com.
Ah, they repelled our attack on Tucson. That's unfortunate. Okay. Where are their forces here? These units here, and help them support in the area. Okay, I'm gonna have one of you ground support here then too.
This is Enclave main
Break the
com.
line.
Enclave here.
Alright.
Oh, lovely.
There.
Enclave here.
Well. Wait, is that... Okay, for some reason there's Mexican forces there for some odd reason. That's weird.
Outstanding.
Not entirely sure why there's Mexican forces there. But, whatever.
Here.
It wasn't even... And it's not the Estados Unidos Mexicans either. It's, these ones. The, ones up. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's because Santa Anna actually brought in some forces, so that would make sense then.
This is Enclave main comm.
They are steadily advancing, yeah. Okay. This has been a long war, too. It's essentially October of 2282 right now, so...
Excellent. Outstanding.
Future Air Force and Air Force Technical School. A dedicated facility where the Air Force will train its techs who will keep our planes in the air, covering everything from basic maintenance to full spectrum service nuclear engine. I think that one is actually the one that I've been trying to get to. There's just so much Legion territory here.
This is Enclave main comm.
Tucson itself has fallen now. That's good.
This is Enclave main comm.
There.
Enclave here.
Ooh, good. We managed to surround a few more Legion units. No jet engines yet. Okay. Let's see. Let's do underground hydroponics. That ought to help us a bit.
Say that again.
Of course, and now they bring in the 80s into the war. They would.
That's a no one.
Do I have anything left in the area here? Okay. Okay, what have I got? Okay.
This is Enclave
I
main
guess
comm.
I'm just gonna have to order what I've got here to attack, I guess. Don't really have any other choice in the matter. Yeah, just have to attack.
This is Enclave main comm.
Okay.
This is Enclave main comm. This is Enclave
Second.
main comm. Enclave here.
Okay. I need you, gentlemen. Head over there. As for the rest of you,
Outstanding.
I am going to edit the lines so that it encompasses everything over here.
Enclave here.
Alright. There. That should do it.
Enclave here.
Excellent.
And then once I'm able to actually get the it's in, I can out. Okay. I'm back. Any reports from the front, Mr. President? Well, good news and bad news. the good news, we were able to push into Tucson, uniting the front and taking Yuma as well. The bad news, however, the Legion managed to bring the 80s into the war as well. Unfortunately, I have the Southern Front exposed here, but I do have an army coming in, and I do have what units I do have in the area coming into attack. So, it's kind of a mixed batch yet. Okay. Actually,
Enclave here. Enclave here.
Oh, lovely.
where
This is Enclave main com.
Here they are. Yeah, it's gonna take them a while to get back up there.
Enclave here.
And fortunately, bulk of my army is still here, and I'm gonna keep it that way because I honestly don't really want to have to throw everything back. Okay, listen to the Enclave. Foundries, the arts, Institute labs. From otherworldly tech to strange biological experiments to aliens, conspiracy tales of Area 51's labs are no surge of fancy tales, just which were true. Yeah, and to be fair, the 80s were actually allied to the Legion for some time. However, just because of the fact that, well, they weren't calling them into the war, I decided to pull what units I had to help stabilize the front that I'm currently at now. But, so, yeah. Alright. Where?
One moment.
Alright. Let's stabilize the front and try and push to this area here.
One moment.
Okay. New battle plan for these guys, actually.
Outstanding.
Let's have them defend there.
What was that?
Alright, yeah, go back.
Those paper shuffling jackasses. How the hell do they
that
expect
should
me
do
to
it.
run this unit if they keep shortchanging me on supplies?
Ah, shit. They took Area 51 now. Fortunately, I should be able to deploy the Sigma team again soon. But hey, more countries to bring democracy. True that. Plus, honestly, it looks like Tucson is going to be capitulating here, and once they do, I'm going to be bringing one of my armies back up here to assist. Do I have any air units? I can... Yes, I do, actually. Alright. Okay. And we'll switch their primary target from that, actually. And we'll bomb the infrastructure instead. Alright. And have some new cast missions there. Help take that out. As the rest of our army does their thing here. Ah, good. And there goes Tucson.
Enclave here.
out. Try and destroy as many of those units.
Here.
Okay. That. And economic resurgence. Good. Looks like we've at least stabilized.
Enclave here.
Or maybe not.
What was that?
And hold off on the attack.
Enclave here.
Okay. Don't I have any of them? Damn it, I can't deploy them yet.
Just dispatched a Verdi assault team to your location. Enclave here.
Okay, I'm gonna have to bring Army Group 4 in, I think. Alright. That. 2 divisions. 4. There. Need to make sure to get rid of all of them from Army Group 4, otherwise I'm gonna be in a world of hurt. There. Perfect.
Enclave here.
Alright. You boys are heading north. You are gonna help me deal with the 80s. Okay. I hate having to divert forces from the front, but they are needed elsewhere, unfortunately.
One moment.
Okay.
Excellent!
Enclave here.
Alright.
Enclave here.
Deal with the devil. Vulpes stood on the banks of the Rio Grande, his mask hiding his true feelings as he stepped off onto the boat. Rumors from the west spoke of a dying eagle that sank its talons into the bear. And to the south, one of the gods of Mexico stormed forth to avenge his father, screaming of bloody vengeance. As the ghoul silently rowed Vulpes' boat across the river, he thought great Caesar's words. Caesar predicted that a computer could never surpass a man, and so the real threat lay to the west, and God's servants spoke of trade and a treaty, a promise of assistance that would, should the United States Army ever march. But as Vulpes looked at the battalion of Assaultrons scanned without movement, he wondered if Caesar was right. Right.
Enclave here. This is Enclave main com.
Right.
Just dispatched a Verdi assault team to your location.
That. What's the deal with the devil again? Apparently, Caesar's Legion apparently decided to make a non-aggression pact with Santa Anna here. So, essentially, they won't be going to war with each other anytime soon. But honestly, at this point, it doesn't really matter. Because they are
Excellent!
pretty much done for. Alright. How are we? Have our reinforced. Okay, good. They have started to arrive.
Enclave here.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Enclave here.
Alright. Let's have them try and push up. You know what? I need a
Enclave here.
field commander here, actually. here. Alright.
Enclave here.
Now I need to change some things here. Because honestly, the fact that there are so many different fronts open right now is a little mind-boggling.
This is Enclave main comm.
But it's time to focus on other parts of the front here.
Excellent.
And have supply catch up, because we have been pushing the front here for some time now.
This is Enclave main comm. Enclave here.
Alright.
Enclave here. Enclave here.
Excellent. Excellent.
You
This is
there.
Enclave main comm.
There are tank
Excellent.
divisions right here. Perfect. Put them there.
Enclave main comm.
Here.
Excellent.
Let's cross the river. That's exactly what I'm hoping to do next here, actually. Alright.
Enclave here.
Good, and now we can actually move our forces from that part of the front.
This is Enclave main comm.
Although, actually, I'm kind of putting the front on the back burner for now, because I do want to try and break this front here first.
One moment.
Okay. Where are armies? Actually, let me get all of our air units over here. Alright. The amount of divisions that I saw terrify me. That's understandable, actually. Oh, U.S. divisions, yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
This is Enclave main comm.
Investigating labs deep below the base at the center. This one most advanced and top secret research ever conducted on the planet. This is what was hidden away in the eyes of the President and Joint Chiefs that required the highest clearance in the land to even talk about. Bio research into blue flu, the deadliest of the pre-war diseases, plasma weapons that are seemingly not of this world, and of course, the secret we've been holding onto since Roswell, an actual alien body. Kept in stasis for over 3 centuries now, the body lay at the center of a series of cloning and biological tests, some of which we sent to West Virginia while the body remains in stasis. The data, of course, has been corrupted, and it's going to be a matter of time before we recover this. What's more, the blue flu was dangerously close, being accidentally released upon the world once again, which would have torn its way across the wasteland with no way to stop it short of FEV mutation. Good thing we arrived when we did. Okay, so that's what aliens look like. Weird teeth. Alright.
This is Enclave main comm.
And now. Push through. Just there. Reconnaissance. That.
Enclave here. Enclave here.
Actually, I think I might be able to cross the river right here. You took scrape the barrel without even taking it. Pretty much, yeah. Lost a shit ton of units right now. Let's actually see what the snats look like. Yeah, this has been a bloody war, to say the least. Okay. Yes, then borrow army barracks. This makes expands when you need appropriate facilities to house our soldiers. And let's just root out everyone over here. And this way too, we can actually focus on
Outstanding.
So we go. Any decision to help. I don't know about the president. Looks kind of like JFK. Honestly, a little bit, yeah.
This is Enclave main comm.
It's that, granted, is just, like that. And welcome back, folks. We are back from, breaks here. And let's actually get this stuff here. Mobilization. Let's go back to partial mobilization. We can actually get it. Oh, yeah, I completely forgot that we can actually fix our thing here now. No, back to open markets then. Hope he doesn't get 360 scoped. And by the way, FBI. That sounds about right. Okay. And the grid. And we'll just do all that too to slowly help us expand further on later. Fortunately, with our Cass, which of course is king in Hearts of Iron 4, we should be able to break through these lines here, no problem. Especially given the fact that we are using our power armor. And thank you very much for the follow there, Sunmingo. You should have access to an assortment of emotes now, so feel free to use them to your leisure. Alright, and now... thinking... Chihuahua is their new capital A. Actually, I got a better idea. Not the entire front, but... no, it actually does go all the way now. Okay. Actually...
Enclave here. Enclave here.
And thank you as well, Ness, then for the follow as well.
Enclave
So,
here. This is Enclave main comm.
let's actually...
Enclave here.
this. Alright. We'll just have them push this way.
This is Enclave main comm.
Wait, is Kaiser invading Mexico? Yes, actually. He did declare war. Actually, I forget exactly which one. No, the Mexico actually declared war on the Legion, which kind of helped me because the Legion did outnumber our army quite a bit. So the fact that they're now throwing their forces into the war here is certainly helping us as well. And let's actually not do that plan. Let's do this one. Yeah.
Enclave here.
And where's this one going? Okay. Let's just...
Enclave here.
alright. Let's go that way.
This is Enclave main comm.
There we are. And... there.
Enclave here.
And we'll have our power armor units take care of the Navajo here.
This is Enclave main comm.
Alright. Go that way.
Here.
Ulysses. More so head this way, I'm thinking. Yeah, that's good enough.
Enclave here.
You are right there, so... yeah, that's good enough. right here. Yeah. That'll do. Alright.
This is Enclave main comm.
And resume the offensive.
Enclave main comm.
Alright, felt healthcare. That is good to know. There.
This is Enclave main comm.
And the Navarro army. Okay. Alright. And irrigation. Get that going, because we are slowly running out of manpower here, actually.
Enclave here. Enclave here.
This war is lasting a lot longer than I was expecting it to.
This is Enclave main comm.
And power surge detected. Sapper team has already been deployed through the facility to maintain and restore available surge protector. We managed to contain a small subsection of the plant. Our engineers predict minimal power loss. Might take some time to replace every single blown out surge protector. Interesting.
This is Enclave main comm.
Alright. Let's see. Yeah. This frickin' war. Oh. Yeah, there's that. And I can redeploy our teams. That's good. Okay. Perfect.
Enclave here. Enclave here.
Hold up. Do they even have... They don't have any
Enclave here.
forces over here. It would be a tragedy if Kaiser somehow managed to tie around the war. Yeah, it would. Alright. I'm gonna have these units attack. I did not even realize that they literally have nothing over here. Okay. And let's... I don't really need to Navarro's defenses. Operation Malachus Vulpus, since it remains a threat, unlike any we've ever faced, and this Fermentari are vowed to adopt the most potential intelligence organization in the wasteland. Let's take care of it.
Enclave here.
Hey! And the Legion capitulated. Which was unexpected, actually. I thought they still had a little more in them.
Enclave here.
Alright.
Enclave here.
Alright. I guess now we're just wrapping things up.
Enclave here.
Legion is called the Nub. Okay.
This is Enclave main comm.
The Roman... Oh my god, the Roman Empire is going to collapse. Julius Caesar is gone. That he is.
Enclave main comm.
God bless you. A sniffle, a sneeze, a fever, horrible. Horrible bleeding. Since the outbreak of war with the Legion, the people of New Canaan and their tribal allies have been getting sick with a plague called the Utah flu, which seems somehow familiar. It's not surprising that a plague broke out amongst the Wasteland Army, but it's rather surprising that it doesn't affect Kaiser's men. Or troops. Leave. President Granite, turns out that the Utah flu is actually a virulent strain of FEV that Kaiser likely picked up from the Enclave defectors. Legion is deploying it in Utah and offering the cure to those who submit. Hopefully our scientists can figure out a way to protect our own men, but it's hard to see how the New Canaanites will survive this disaster. That's unfortunate for them. Why can't we be friends? In a stunning raid, U.S. Marshals raided Vault 19, and what was first for the reborn law enforcement service. The Powder Gangers had tormented the Mojave wasteland for some time due to turmoil in the NCR as a whole. Citizens of the NCR were their favorite targets, but with the coming of the Enclave, they began targeting those who identified as Americans as well. Led by anarchist Samuel Cook, the Powder Gangers even operated a radio, no less corrupt station in the Mojave, where Cook spoke at length about how the Enclave was no less corrupt and tyrannical than the NCR, and that just because they rallied behind some old world flag did not mean they have the right to annex the wasteland. After several attempts at negotiations, the Marshals cornered and stormed Vault 19, confronting the anarchists and bringing them to justice, allowing a stealth thrashing Samuel Cook out of the vault to await transport. A spokesman for the Justice Department has said that the Powder Gangers will reincorporated into the correctional system, and that their sentences will be increased, and that they are about to take off time for good behavior. Samuel Cook himself is being sent to Fort Sierra to await trial for terrorism charges. And the Battle of Denver. Arnie Williams of AFN, the United States forces have secured Denver, formerly known as Dog City. Much of the battle was as much against Kaiser's Legion as it was against the hundreds of thousands of dogs that roamed the streets of the city. The great treasure of the Rockies have been secured, but pockets of wild dogs remain, including deadly police cyber dogs. The United States forces resorted to using heavy machine guns and flamers to rout out the packs. The smell of burning dogs can be smelled from miles outside the city.
This is Enclave main comm.
Alright, now let's take
Enclave here. Enclave here.
Navajo, get that done. Let us hope it doesn't evolve into a full-ass world epidemic. Basically, we are winning. Yep, pretty much. We are.
Outstanding.
So we pretty much have the whole gang on the run here.
Enclave here.
And red versus blue. Where's this? Tari. Great presence. Most evidence Callahan supplied during the series found the Frumentari. The decision pop up after the store. I need to actually get the Commonwealth thing to do that, but once I do get that Commonwealth, I can go and restore Denver. Yes. Foxcatcher. Callahan knew that in order to truly defeat the Frumentari, he would need to cut off the head of the beast. That meant capturing Vulpus in Kulta, of course. Vulpus would never just show himself, but he knew Caesar wouldn't tolerate failure. If he couldn't dismantle or disrupt their operations enough, Vulpus would slip up in a desperate attempt to save face. He already wasn't liked among his peers, only having the protection of Caesar to save him. If he lacks that, he would go into a panic. So if Callahan didn't capture him, then at very least Caesar would kill him. Callahan got to work, coordinating with whoever he could. His mission simple, yet complicated. Bring every Frumentari he could for interrogation. If not that, kill him. Whichever one comes first. And economic resurgence. Bad boys are
Enclave here.
back in. Alright, multi-deck construction. And let's get the Silk Canoe ready.
This is Enclave main comm.
Alright, and we'll bring some power over here then. Open up this front here.
Enclave here.
We got other power armor we can roll into. Essentially just bring in power armor units to help get this done. So many different things going on. Definitely gonna have to restore all the bases. The only I've secured most of them, but just with so many different things going on, I've only really been able to secure the Sierra Army Depot. I've started securing Area 51 as well as Navarro, but I haven't been able to fully flush them out yet. So. Alright. Well, let's actually start the Commonwealth project. Pre-war America evolved from the state concept into the Commonwealth system. It never did live up to expectation. Post-war, however, its groundwork can be a brilliant way to delegate governance and marshal resources, and hopefully not repeat pre-war or the NCR. So, start that so that we can actually start getting things done here. Restore those power grids. Start that up.
Enclave here.
Those ones as well.
This is Enclave main comm.
Yeah, we'll take care of these guys here too.
This is Enclave main comm. Enclave here.
And I think it's just the 80s that
Enclave
they're
here.
technically at war with yet.
Enclave here.
Or at least our leaders of the war. Ah, good. We managed to surround forces here. Thankfully, with the cast that we've got, we're doing a significant amount of damage to the enemy forces here.
Oh, lovely.
Alright. And good. Now our reinforcements are done. Alright, let us actually proceed. Our offensive and take over this plot of land here. And do everything that you need to do to actually finish it off. Alright, and there. That should do the trick.
Enclave here.
Yeah, you attack here as well.
This is Enclave main comm.
Go that way.
This is Enclave main comm.
Here we are. There. Alright.
This is Enclave main comm.
And capture of New Navajo. American forces have entered New Navajo with bitter street-by-street fighting, wreaking havoc in the city. The advance was made difficult by Navajo snipers taking shots at American officers, resulting in infantry forces pulling back and razing many of their structures in the city to the ground through a mix of artillery and air support. By the time the battle was done, much of the city was in ruin, but the stars and stripes were flying high over the city center, marking a victory against the Legion and Navajo. And the city is ours. And discovery of presidential proportions. President Granite. Astounding news. Air Force One. We found it in the ruins of Denver International Airport. Scavenger machines reported of a particular airliner with an absurd amount of automated defense systems covering it. When our troops approached, a few recognized the blue and white paint job, as well as the markings of the interior of the plane. It's worse for wear, but intact, and a few of our engineers on site believe that we could easily get the airliner flying again. That is, of course, if you want to. And we shall. I shall soar on the wings of liberty. Get that taken care of.
This is Enclave main comm.
Okay.
This is Enclave main comm.
Need to go, man. See you tomorrow, perhaps. Yeah, absolutely. Although I will say that normally I would be streaming on Fridays, but tomorrow I actually will not. It's that I am going to be heading out of town, so my next stream actually won't be until Monday. So catch me then at 7 p.m. Central. But for the Union and the Enclave, long live the President. Well, thank you, my good sir. I do appreciate that. And once again, thanks for the follow. And I hope you enjoyed the stream here. I'm definitely planning on getting back to this, though, at some point. Just that I won't be finishing this up, but I do intend to fully reunite the United States here. And economic resurgence. The Commonwealth Project. The President today announced in a joint session of Congress that the old Commonwealth system is to be reintroduced and reintegrated into the American society, followed by a rapid assurance that no one in Congress was losing their job. The new Commonwealth system will be based and built upon the pre-war system, with some minor changes to territory, as well as pragmatic adjustments to fit with the post-war times. This, however, will change nothing with the executive branch, aside swearing in governors of the formed Commonwealths. Alright. And economic Resurgence. And we'll start with California, of course. California has fallen in hard times after NCR mismanagement, with the Brotherhood raids and damage from stray plasma grenades. But Mayor Hayes and the Enclave will make it spick and span in no time. Alright.
This is Enclave main com.
Hopefully finish the job here.
This is Enclave main com. This is Enclave main com.
Alright. And here as well. Just go here. Alright. And logistics team. Get more maintenance and
Enclave here.
monitoring equipment. Advanced lockdown protocols. Alright.
Enclave here.
Steam. And hopefully once we get to Western Integration Team, or whichever one is holding up what's left of this, we can actually take care of it then.
Enclave here.
Alright. So it looks like it's the 80s. But might be in control of everything at the moment? I don't know. Won't know for sure, unfortunately, until we've either broken the backs of them or the Navajo, whichever ones come first.
Enclave here.
Okay.
Enclave here.
Oh, then. Sleepers want to do a one lease act. Yeah, we'll do that.
Enclave main com.
And the Pecos colony was annexed by Mexico.
Enclave here.
Alright.
Outstanding.
There. And our boys in power armor are slowly fighting their way through. Let's enter. Let's do that. Stuff here. Okay. Ooh, a recruitment drive. Oh, I should be done by the end of this, I'm thinking. Alright. The Southwest Commonwealth Reborn. President today inaugurated the Southwest Commonwealth, made up of the Nevada territories, the Mojave wasteland, the southern half of the former NCR. The event is held in the halls of Shady Sands, which has been designated as the Commonwealth's new capital due to the facilities already being precedent in post-war city. This is considered a major win for the President's Commonwealth program, as many former NCR citizens and residents in the Nevada territory were keen on keeping their land separate. The President assured them that nothing will really change under the Commonwealth, aside continual distribution of goods and services, and a better coordination of police and security organizations within the Commonwealth to combat raiders or mutated monsters. And the Gunrunners. Gunrunners is a weapons merchant and manufacturer faction operating out of the fortress in the Boneyard, but by today, the branch is in many areas, including the one near the strip on the Mojave wasteland. The Gunrunners supplies one of the finest hardware to the most discerning of customers, which used to include the NCR. Most Gunrunner workshops are set up in areas and recently came under our control. Unsure of how the new regime view their businesses, they have ceased production temporarily. Many are making plans to leave and will do so unless they make an opinion of them clear. And we can let them continue operating for now. Okay. And back here we go. Let's actually finish Area 51 here. Area 15. The EPA has studied the effects of radiation on crops and animals before we gave it over to Vault-Tec. The data recovered here could push us decades ahead of our current crop production. And Richard Ector falls ill. That's unfortunate for him.
Enclave here. Enclave here.
Don't I have any additional air units that I can bring in? Or my kind of SOL? Oh, I do actually. Alright, I'll have them come in, bring in some gas. Because, like I said before, Cass is king.
Hey, you stop that.
Alright. There. Here. Have them up there. Hang on, buddy. Not quite done yet. Alright. And underground hydroponics. Alright. And industrial fertilizer. That'll do.
Enclave here. Enclave here.
Alright. Mysterious caves. Diana. And just have them march on all the way to Fort
Enclave
Desolation.
main com. Enclave here.
Alright.
This is Enclave main com.
And bring it that way. Alright.
Enclave here.
Alright.
Enclave main com. This is Enclave main com.
There. That should do it.
Enclave here.
And assault canoe. Craft. Alright.
Enclave here.
Alright. Jeez, are they there? Now the Navajo are done. Persistent bastards. Alright.
Oh, lovely.
This is Enclave main com.
Alright. And moving over to the gas station city.
Outstanding.
Enclave here.
Alright.
Say that again.
That way here.
This is Enclave main com.
There. And move them that way. There. The trial Samuel Cook was relatively quick, but it was very close to becoming a failure. Cook happily pleaded guilty on all charges and seemed to take pride in them. The cornerstone of his defense seemed to be that since all of his actions were taken against the NCR, and that the NCR no longer existed, he did nothing wrong. Furthermore, while he may have spoken out against the citizens of the Enclave, he never outright ordered any actions against American citizens, and that all those were handled out by lower-ranking members of their own initiative. Further, in an impassioned speech, he spoke at how the Enclave was just going to execute him, and that would prove they were worse than the NCR ever was, regardless of if he was found guilty or not. The one flaw in his defense was that, while under certain legal review that might be true, The judge decided to suspend the case on those grounds, but that a greater legal review was needed to determine the validity of the claims. Given the state of the judicial system right now, and not the time for such a review, he ordered Samuel Cook to be frozen in cryostasis in Fort Sierra until further legal review can be applied, likely after the nation was up and running, which the judge estimated would be in 100 years or so. Samuel Cook was dragged out of the courtroom kicking and screaming. And that was unexpected as well. Scavenger, reporters, soldiers, and onlookers alike flocked to the ruins of Denver International Airport today to see a historic moment when the president's own plane, Air Force One, took off on its maiden flight towards the United States Capitol for future use by the president himself. The restoration undertaken has been tireless and heavily automated, with assistance from local scavengers who were eager to reap the rewards of working on the president's aircraft. While the president himself isn't on board the airliner, it's still designated Air Force One for its return trip to the west. The roar of the engines filled the still Colorado air as the pilot's message was broadcast across the airport via loudspeaker. Air Force One preparing for taxi. Okay. And then we can actually focus on some of the other stuff here. Alright. Be a little while though. Schooner Hotel. What started as an EPA test site for milk contamination on from Operation Schooner soon expanded into the late 2060s following the realization that nuclear war could be a thing. Called the Schooner Hotel to keep prying communists away, the test site housed numerous animals, plants, and food stocks to test their reaction to radiation. The data retrieved would prove invaluable to anyone trying to survive in a post-nuclear environment. Perhaps it was the name that kept the bodies like the Brotherhood or the followers of the Apocalypse from investigating the site. Schooner Hotel doesn't exactly invite the idea of food research. Increases our research by 2%. For population, that is. And securing Big Mountain. Big Mountain was one of the greatest sites of pre-war research, and numerous flickering lights haunting nights suggest there's still to be much to gain in an expedition to its ruins. What's the worst that could happen? Alright.
Enclave here.
And now our reinforcements are pouring in. Alright. And hopefully this is the last of the war, but let's take a look at the stats here. What's that? My God, it's been a bloody one. It's that we have lost well over 100,000 soldiers in this fight. Mostly to Caesar's Legion, and then the Navajo is the other ones, because they put up one hell of a fight. Alright. Scrap shacks and bricks.
Enclave here.
Alright. And we're still not done. Okay. Alright, and Lydia Civic falls ill. That's unfortunate for her.
Oh, lovely.
Let's have them head to Jericho.
This is Enclave main comm.
For guarantee was accepted by hackers. Ah, good. So now the 10 days. Not forgotten. In the end, there could never have been a peaceful integration with the NCR was a pipe dream. The NCR leadership was hell-bent on destroying the Enclave and the American dream. And our own Navarro survivors were hell-bent on revenge for what the NCR did and kept on doing. Our armies' clash was nothing more than the culmination of 30 years of being hunted, killed, and resentment. However, the trail from New Reno to Shady Sands is littered with more than just Enclave bodies. Honest NCR soldiers guilty of nothing more than doing their duty lay beside them. Disproportionately so. Many were fathers, mothers, sons, and daughters. Their loved ones they left behind are our citizens. And what is worse, there are thousands more who are wounded. We cannot blame the NCR government all day, but it will turn into nothing more than hollow words, especially when you realize we wanted the war with the NCR just as much as they did. We could do right by those affected by war and agree to support the system, but doing so would tax our system and possibly open the door to fraudulent cases, tying up legal matters as we investigate those who attempt to take advantage of our generosity. Just enough to listen to Blow or institute the Bear Fund. We're gonna do that one. And the City of Angels. The Boneyard seems like a graveyard, but stretches for miles under the hot sun. But Americans find a way, and the Boneyard has prospered as a part of the NCR. Hayes intends to set up the Department of Public Art and Entertainment in the city to serve as the nucleus of America's entertainment industry. But as part of that development, we need to decide whether to change the city's name. That we shall. Welcome to Los Angeles. It's the San Francisco Mint. The reintroduction of the US dollar. Many have been scavenging around pre-war site for hidden stacks of greenbacks. Once useless Federal Reserve notes, now in use once again. However, we cannot rely on these pre-war notes forever, and it will only be a matter of time before someone counterfeits them. Fortunately, we have just what we need to recreate a new series of US dollars right here in San Francisco. The United States Mint branch office in the city is largely ignored by scavengers in the SHE due to low amounts of supplies, high security, and the uselessness of the dollars inside. Now, presses are returning to life once more as a new era of US dollars entered the post-war era. The Navarro Memorial. Today, the president addressed a somber formation outside the gates of the former Enclave, former Brotherhood of Steel, former NCR, now returned to the Enclave base at Navarro. The memorial was dedicated to the brave men and women of the Enclave who gave their lives defending the base against the combined NCR Brotherhood of Steel assault, allowing for the president and esteemed special as Command Sergeant Major Archer Dornan to escape the Sierra Army Depot, allowing the American dream and the Enclave dream of restoring America to live on. The event was primarily attended by Enclave personnel from the Sierra Army Depot, though VIP attendees included a few members of the reformed New Reno Gangsters, the mayor of Dayglow, and some members of the Followers of the Apocalypse. Citizens are allowed to access the memorial at all times, but U.S. Army engineers have said the rest of the base is off limits due to security and integrity concerns after the base was nearly destroyed by the Brotherhood of Steel members during the NCR Brotherhood War. Helios 2. Good afternoon, America. This is your president. I wanted to tell you of a great new plan. You might have heard of a solar plant outside of New Vegas called Helios 1. Did you know there's only one of a series of plants intended to wean America off fossil fuels before the Great War? Alone, New Vegas, California, and Vault City could never have duplicated. But working together, we are building Helios 2 outside of Dayglow as we speak, to bring clean, affordable energy to Southern California. It's a new day, America. Let's soak up the sun. Alright, and this is fine. Then we'll rename Dayglow San Diego. Alright. Step back.
Enclave here.
Alright. Are we about done? Looks like we are. Should be a few more provinces, and then it's all good to go. Okay, and Jericho has fallen. Oh. It's about goddamn time. First things first, we will take all the navies. And then the territories. Alright, we'll take all the land of the 80s first. And the Navajo. And let's actually take care of these ones for Mexico here. Just to make them happy, I suppose. Alright. There, that'll do. And then. Nope, nope. They Missed one. Okay. Yeah, for those watching right now, the reason why I'm able to do this without having to secure anything is because I actually have a mod called that essentially, well, it essentially allows me to control the different peace negotiations, so it's pretty handy, actually. But now, we are finally at peace again. The United States took 150 states. Alright. So yeah, that war is now finally done.
This is Enclave
Now we
main
can finally
com.
lick our wounds and move on from what happened here.
Enclave here.
Alright.
Enclave here.
My god, did that war take a number out of this.
Enclave here.
But good news is that now it is all over. And we can actually focus on coring all the different provinces that we taken under our wing now. Alright. Start here. And slowly but surely just take everything back. And hey, we have the Hoover Dam now too, so that's good for us. Okay. There. And perfect. Let me split this all back down to the lowest priority, just so that we can take care of the other things here first. Because my god, did the Legion do a number on our industry here. So let's first just make sure everything is tip-top shape. Okay. So, yeah, that's done. And the non-aggression pact is done here too. And of course now we can actually focus on all these different bases. But we're probably going to hold off on war for the time being, just so that we can actually lick our wounds and get things taken care of again. Alright. And try researched. Install police forces. Okay, there. Yeah, to the next part of Hoover Dam. Okay. And actually, let's... So we should be able to get 4 of them. So... Buckaroos... Chectrons... and secure. Okay. Yeah.
This is Enclave main com.
Yeah, we'll stick there for now.
This is Enclave main com. This is Enclave main com.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just get Mexico ready here, because I have a feeling that they might be the next one that ends up declaring war on us at some point. So we'll see what happens here. So now we can actually focus on getting things fixed up and repaired. So we have a shit ton of things that need to be fixed after that war. Any good decisions? Yeah, not entirely. Can create a Mexican section. Actually, yeah, actually, probably could do that for the protection agency, and I am thinking of doing that too. Just setting up a puppet regime then as well in the various parts of Mexico we do have under our control. So. We remember America. In his darkest hour before his election, Granite asked, "Is there anything left? Anything that still carries America's voice?" The president's decision to save Flagstaff demonstrated his faith. The answer is yes. America didn't need nukes. It needed the slaves who deserted in the dark of night, the followers who spread their 2 chains in the lands of the Midwest Brotherhood, and the Minutemen who held the line against the Institute. Granite was flawed, and he made many, many mistakes. But he turned the Enclave into a bridge between the old and the new world. He brought the reunited states together. Thanks to him, there would be men and women who wore its flag proudly at Hoover Dam, at Second Alamo, and even in the Capitol Wasteland. Men and women who walked out and into history deeper than he knew. The men and women of America. God bless the Enclave. Yeah, the vault decision and some fort decisions I just saw. Okay, yeah, I suppose I could do the Vault-Type one now, but let's see here. Yeah, all the ones are done. Do I want to do the Vault-Type one? Actually, I have to get what the hell? It won't really do much anyways. Probably Vault-Type. Where do we even begin? Probably burying every connection that corporation have with the Enclave. Yeah, we'll take care of that one. Okay. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. So now we're basically just gonna rebuild up our population pool here and get our production back in. My god, are we short on equipment now? Alright. Let's try and get some of our military production back up now that we actually are to crying out loud. There. Get things back in order. Said I would prefer to get things before do anything else here. There, that's good enough for now. Crafts. Alright. And carriers. We got more. And we'll keep on doing all that stuff there. And expedition to the Big Empty. Before the war, one of the greatest centers of R&D was Big Mountain Long, thought to be destroyed. Whispers of eerie lights in the night in the center of a site inspired an expedition. To our surprise, we found a realm of wonders and terror. Cybernetic enhancements, holographic technology, and new ceramics, but also shambling corpses, robotic scorpions, and malevolent fauna. As the vertebrates descended, its gunners putting down a series of strange individuals in hospital garb shooting at us. The president must decide on what to do with this facility. The think tank. To our surprise, pre-war scientists have survived from the think tank, adopting robotic bodies. Time has not been kind, and they are clearly insane in the mainframe. While most dream of leaving to experiment in the wastes, one called Mobius has warned us that this will end only in tears. A few have suggested that it might be worth supporting their research. And yeah, we'll just persuade them to stay here for now. Let's see. Yeah, since we actually have this area here, rebuild the 4 states Commonwealth. As we extend America into pre-war Commonwealth, that must encompass Utah, Colorado, and Arizona, and Mexico. We must decide how to govern and administer them. Gets this Kaiser out of the 4 states Commonwealth. Alright. It's certainly going to take a while to rebuild all this. Oh, let's actually prioritize the civilian factories here. So if we can get all of these back in operation, it can at least speed things up a little more. Is that all of them? Not quite. Okay. Jeez Louise. So many damaged things here. Alright. Okay, that looks like it's most of them at least. At least this way we can actually get some more civilian factories up and running. Actually, is there not something that is needed with reconstruction? I swear there was. Nope, I guess not. Okay. Or is it one of these guys? Sports. Nope. Okay. Yeah, just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Door. Okay. Let's see what the it's looking like here. So now we're actually about a month away from getting a few more territories. So okay, good. We can focus on rebuilding all these things. Yeah. The Sigma teams, though, aren't really needed at the moment, though, honestly. That, Sigma teams, I know, pretty much just deploy an assortment of power armor units, but given the fact that I'm not at war at the moment, it's not really needed. Alright, Vault-Tec. Upon securing Plains Runners, we made a horrifying discovery. Vault-Tec survived the Great War. Well, survived until Lennius took them out anyway. However, this discovery has raised the question about the various Vault-Tec vaults and their fates, as well as the largest, most prominent pre-war corporation. It's no secret that Vault-Tec was the epitome of everything wrong with the pre-war era. It is a secret we blame them for everything wrong that can be traced to us. But we won't talk about that. Prioritizing profit over ethics, predatory sales tactics, and unethical experiments on people for nothing more than increase their bottom line. Aside control vaults like Vault 8 and a handful of others, most vaults we've come across are nothing more than nightmare horror shows displaying horrendous results of Project Safehouse. As we uncover more and more vaults and the unspeakable terrors within, many have seen fit to erect a monument to the thousands of Americans lost in part to Vault-Tec's insidious desire for profit. Now, on the remains of the Child of Cathedral, which is also located in the first Vault-Tec vault, the Demonstration Vault, we've erected a monument to those lost. It's a simple wall with numbers of every vault we've recovered and a horrendous experiment. Some say that standing by it, you can hear the voices of those lost, whispering to never forget them. It's a shame. Is Kaiser out of the Four States Commonwealth? That is the question being asked by caravan companies, prospectors, and travelers hoping to make their fortune in the Arizona desert. While the U.S. Army said that most of the Legion was destroyed in battle, reports of ambushes by red-clad marauders and holdouts deep in the desert. Regardless of the Legion situation, that has not stopped the deluge of individuals from entering the lands. Many have also turned their sights to Utah and Colorado, hoping to contact the new Canaan and explore the legendary Dog City. Oh, excuse me. The federal government has expressed the dangers involved in venturing too far into the frontier, and has asked that any and all individuals check at their local records office before leaving. If you thought the Mojave was hot, wait till you get there. Okay. Now then. Let's take care of the rest. Chains that bind us. The Brotherhood may be traitors and tech hoarders and borderline psychopaths, but at first their heart was in the right place. Yet over time, their ideals were corrupted and in some cases perverted. Alright. Take care of that. Get some heavy machine guns going. Actually, we'll be able to do a couple other things here now. Assuming that is that things showing up. I might have to wait a day yet. Here we are. City of Dogs. Alright. So that's doing on the construction front. Still building up the civilian factories again. At least it's starting to get a little better now. Especially as we continue to build onto what we have. Oh, and we finally got the others. Okay. Reservation. To our great surprise, the underground facility at Los Alamos nuclear testing site has survived. It's become populated by ghouls. Yeah. It's gone to the dogs. Denver is a special case in the wasteland. While controlled by the hand dogs, they never controlled the city itself. Instead, they roamed the outskirts while the city was overrun with thousands of packs of wild dogs, if not more. Then there was a cyberdog problem. However, despite all this, there came the distinct salvage culture. The salvagers formed a relationship with the hand dogs that changed somewhat with the arrival of Kaisar, and more or less ended upon our arrival. Sporting power armor, air support mechanized units, and itchy trigger fingers, managed to clear out large swaths of the so-called Dog City, and already salvagers, settlers, and caravans have made for the legendary Mountain City. While some are still calling it Dog City due to old maps and preferences, we've been enforcing its real name, Denver, on all official papers. Alright. Alright, and now we have this. It's a boneyard. I'm not gonna bother reading all of those. Oh, except the Cheyenne Mountain one. I actually did kind of want to read that one. Oh well. America's Mountain Fortress. No, okay. Alright. Now. Take that one. Let's see. Ciphers. And forgers. Yeah, screw it. And we should get few new territories here, I'm thinking. Yep, there we go. Now we got a few more. Perfect. And just because we're going to need it. Yes. Not really too much in these other areas, but whatever. Once we get all these cord, we will be in business. Although it's clearly going to take a while. Done. Alright, Maxim's ideas. Brotherhood of Steel, the errant secessionists from the United States Army, driven by contempt for our actions with the war effort, they nonetheless tried to uphold the traditions of the Army by protecting people. Well, that's what Maxim tried anyway. The ideals of the Brotherhood were soon bastardized to hoarding technology, a disregard for human life, and seeing anyone outside their hallowed halls as nothing more than contempt. Or with nothing more than contempt. Made worse by the hamstring Elder Council, who would push their problems out the door and pretend they never existed, leading to the rise of the Washington Brotherhood and Elijah. Yet they remained true to their cause and survived more than one attempt at destruction from their foes, even building entire nations from the Midwest to the east to Texas. Use Max's ideas to forge something. Okay. It's important. Life as technology is important too. Traders. Just what horrors can technology unleash? And we'll do the first one. Just get that taken care of there. Okay. You know what? Let's accept super mutants. Super mutants might have once been dangerous, but their numbers have been dwindling for decades. Plenty of them are brutes beyond reasoning, but some of them are rumored to think and feel just as regular human beings. If they are willing to join us, we can use their formidable strength to rebuild America. Wait, why did they need slaves? The Secret Service took out their Gatling guns guarding the reservation with a few fat men, and overran the facility with minimal Enclave casualties, and its secrets were revealed when we stormed the room labeled the Green Chamber. The rats contained humans with bloated stomachs and was dead silent, save for a baby's cry. Somehow, the ghouls had created a ghoul baby. One of the ghouls claimed these tests would ensure the future for ghouls, with additional refinement, but most find using humans as broodmares to be horrific. Some of the ghouls plead for us to spare their youth and claim that they could reproduce on their own. Strip the facility, obviously, but what to do with these ghoul kids? Actually, yeah, I don't think it'll take a hit too bad. Yeah, it didn't actually, so yeah, we'll keep that. Okay. And advanced lockdown protocols. And vehicles. Go for the main battle tank this time. Ah, good. Pretty much back to where we were before. It is kind of auto-repairing itself a little bit, though, so that's good. Armored carriers. And fire vessel supports. End of Legion guerrillas. The Legion's collapse, guerrilla raids on American forces come to an end. On to Chicago. Further restore airfield there. Okay. I think I'm probably going to call it good here because it is getting a little late on my end, and I do have some things that I need to do yet before bed, but at any rate, we have made a significant dent into the wasteland here and have firmly reestablished ourselves in here. So for now, I'm essentially just going to, once we get back to this game at some point, I still need to plan when that will be, but next time I play this, I am just going to continue reconstruction, rebuilding our army and production methods, and then find some other targets here. It's that obviously, even though we have taken out the primary opponents, we still do have others, such as the Troll Warren and the Washington Brotherhood to contend with at this point. So do stick around for that. There will be more in the future. But my next stream, though, as I did mention previously, is going to be on Monday, as I will be out of town this weekend, so I will not actually be streaming tomorrow. So we can expect my next stream to be this upcoming Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where I will be playing, I'm just bringing up my schedule here, some Hearts of Iron 4, actually. I'm going to be playing, not this particular game, but I am actually going to be playing the vanilla version to continue up the campaign as Brazil in our fascist playthrough of that one, so be sure to stick around for this. But the next time I'll be picking up with Old World Blues will be as Saturday, June 8th at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, where I'll be playing for 6 hours that day and try and finish this up. So as we go to our outro screen here, I'm going to go and find somebody to raid here, and I think I know exactly who we are going to raid. It's that this person is a friend of mine. Give a big shout out to my friend Mahalo97, who is currently playing some Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. So yeah, we will go and raid them. So be sure to stick around for that. But until next time, friends, this is the Blue Badger signing off for now, and I will see you guys next time.